Welcome to Critical Reasoning. Here's what you need to know to succeed. You're probably asking yourself what you can do to succeed in this class. Here are some tips. Read all course materials. Don't overlook anything because it may affect your grade. Make sure that you have a full understanding of everything that I post, because I don't just put in random information. Everything in the course has a purpose. You should also log in daily. It's a good idea to make it a habit to keep involved in the class, make sure you don't fall behind, and you will be having things that are due. Not always on the weekends, so logging in daily can help you. It's a good habit. Complete all the assignments. We don't have any throwaway assignments in this class. In fact, there are some that are required that you must turn in to even be considered for passing the class. Check your Coastline email regularly. All communication in this class goes to your Coastline email. Now you can set it up so that it forwards to your regular email, your Gmail or whatever. But when I'm sending out an email, it is going to default to the Coastline email address. Make sure to read the comments that I put in your papers and turn it in. These are going to be essential if you want to revise the paper or as a preparatory part of the next paper. Post to the discussion forums. These are the easiest points you can earn in this class. Make sure that you meet the length requirements and the number of posts that you have to make each week, and that information can be found in the course syllabus. I also suggest that you get it done by Wednesday. That way you can narrow your focus to the actual writing as opposed to trying to rush through everything at the last. And be sure that you embrace the idea that writing is a process. We're really going to stress that in this class. Each one of the papers is going to be done in steps, and you're required to turn in those steps. So kind of get used to it. It'll be a great habit for you to carry with you throughout your college career. And make sure that you read the instructions and the rubrics carefully. The instructions are explanatory. They do tell you what needs to be done. And I've also included the grading rubric so you can see exactly what I'm going to be looking at and how I'm going to score it when your paper is turned in. And finally, ask questions if you're unsure about anything. I am just an email away. There are no silly questions. I want to make sure that you have a full understanding of everything that's required and how to succeed with a particular assignment. And that said, there are some writing expectations that I have. You have already taken a writing course as a prerequisite for this class. Some of the things that I'm expecting from you are that you already know how to write topic sentences, that you know what a topic sentence is, that you know how it unifies a paragraph, and that you know how to include transitions in that topic sentence. Another expectation is that you understand paragraph structure, that you know that once you have that topic sentence, everything in the paragraph must support that topic sentence, and each point that you make within that paragraph needs to have transitions to move smoothly from idea to idea. I also expect that you know about thesis statements, how they work to control an essay, how to write them, how to make sure they're not too broad or too narrow, and that they're not just a statement of fact. And finally, I do expect that you've already had experience with essay structure. Now we're going to be working specifically on argument in this class, so it may not be an essay structure that you've used much in the past, but you should have an idea of introduction, body paragraphs, and concluding paragraph. We'll work on the details later. Probably you're wondering what you will learn in this class. Here's some of the things. You're going to learn to think more deeply and critically, not just about the reading in the class, but about the world in general. You're going to be asking questions. You're going to not just look for the easy answer, but you're going to see what lies beneath the surface. You're also going to understand the language of rhetoric, and we're going to be using these terms when we talk about writing. So if you're not familiar with logos, ethos, and pathos now, make sure that you get them on board and that they become your friends as we move forward. You're going to learn how to craft better essays by using the templates in our book. The book is very directive, and it tells you what a successful argument essay looks like, what a successful proposal essay looks like, and it breaks it down into what each paragraph should contain and the order it should be in. Please do not ignore the templates because you do get graded on them. You're also going to become more proficient with source evaluation. As a librarian, it is very important for me that you use college-level sources. Right now, I want you to wave goodbye to websites. You will not be using any websites in any of the writing in this class. We're going to be focusing on using the Coastline Library and specifically looking for the scholarly peer-reviewed journals. You're also going to be learning how to integrate those sources into your own writing. This class, there won't be copy and paste. If you want to use a source, you're going to want to learn how to paraphrase it and summarize it and use verbs of attribution or signal phrases to smoothly bring it into your writing. And the last thing that we're going to learn is how to argue. This class focuses on writing argument essays. We're going to be looking at several different types of argument essays, but in the end we are really focusing on how to use the 4 pillars of argument to change someone's mind, or at least to have somebody consider an alternate to what their ideas already are. Here's some important planning tips for the class. This one always gets a groan from students. You're going to need to allow yourself at least 1 hour per day. As you take a look at the weekly overviews, you're going to see that the reading alone is about 100 pages a week. That's a lot of reading. Plus, you're going to be working on a minimum of 1 to 2 essays at the same time. You're also going to be doing discussion forum posts, and there's also quizzes embedded in the class. That is a lot of time, and it is a commitment. This is not a course that you can just do on Sunday. You want to make it a part of every day. Plan to follow the writing process. Brainstorm. Think about the order that you might want your information in. Think about the template that's going to be used for this paper. Write the outline. Do a draft. Revise it again, and then go in and edit it before you turn it in, because writing is in fact a process. Respond to those discussions early. You don't want to remember at 11:59 on Friday that you have not posted your discussion forum. These are the easiest points in the class. Get her done. Try to just make it a habit of doing your initial post on Wednesday and the second post on Thursday. That way you don't have to worry about that Friday deadline. Pay attention to the due dates. You're going to be receiving the assignment completion checklist that has a list of all the due dates for this class. If you need to, put it in your own Outlook calendar. There is a calendar within the course as well. But with the assignment completion checklist, you can actually make a check mark when you finish an assignment so that you know that you are on track and turning things in on time. And finally, please ask for help if you're unsure about anything. I would prefer to get 5 emails from you so that you understand the assignment rather than no emails and I have to give you a 0. So, in the end, if you follow these things, you're going to go from the unhappy cat to the happy cat. Good luck in the course, and I hope to hear from you all.